Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far and a great trading session. We have had a lot of volatility this morning, so honestly, I sat out of everything just because I didn't want to make any mistakes. So I kind of wanted to wait until the market slowed down a little bit. We are finishing up just finished up some medium impact news. So yeah. Really, my biggest priority was just making sure I didn't screw up because this market has been twerking all morning. And actually, because of the number of trades that have set up so far, probably after today, I'll know whether or not I want to get rid of some of my setups, which I'm heavily looking into, mainly because it looks like my regular pullbacks and counter trend divergence and one of the divergences that happen in the same direction of the trend are probably going to be some of my the trades that happen the most frequent. So I kind of want to stick to the ones that happen the most frequent, that have the highest win rate, obviously, and kind of go from there. 16. So we'll see. Good morning, Amelia. NVIDIA, a 5-minute chart. I got you, Trenches. But yeah, this market has just been all over the place. So I've just been sitting here watching it go all over the place. I'm not comfortable getting in right now just because I have to look at my cheat sheet a little too. I had to make some adjustments yesterday. So a lot of the rules I already had in my head, they're not the exact same anymore. So I want to make sure I don't make any errors, basically. So I'll just sit out until then. Once the market slows down a little bit, then maybe. I basically had to reorganize all of my like go through each setup and kind of put what the qualifications were for each setup, and basically write like, okay, this time it set up, it took profit, this time it lost, like that kind of thing, so that I could see what the consistent pattern was. I had did this once before, but I kind of combined certain ones and that kind of screwed me, to be honest with you. So now that I have everything separated, it should be a lot easier for me to figure out which ones I want to stick to and which ones I don't. So we'll see. Can't make any promises just yet. Okay, it worked out. Like, this was a classic pullback. Now that I think I have the pullbacks completely figured out, I think I should be able to take more of them. But we'll see. Let me go look right now. Oh, wow. Oh, the NVIDIA chart looks crazy. Man. man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, every move has been just so explosive. So explosive. And most of the trades off the like the counter trend divergence moves off of the session highs and lows have not really been, they haven't been setting up properly. Most of them. So I've just been kind of sitting. Google's down 5%. Man. Well, it makes for a halfway decent market to trade. I could have taken this buy right here. I think hold on. I think I don't like levels being attached. All right. Just wanted to look at something because that early, well, it's not that early because the trend did already change. But that particular trade lost earlier, but it also was attached to the pivot level, the middle pivot level. So I think, now remember this buy rotation level was not here until we broke the zone up here. So I think I like this rotation like that when there's no level attached. Seems to work out the best then. Even looking at my notes, it set up with a level 2 other times. One of the times it broke even, the other times it took profit. But all the times that it didn't set up with a level, it won. So I think I like that better. And right now we're at where we changed to a downtrend, and it's also the place where we'll change to an uptrend. So just sit out. We'll see. I just feel like if I don't have a whole lot of examples so far and I got 11 trading days as a scalper, if it hasn't set up that much, there's a reason for it. Dang, I drank all my water already. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? 10K lots in this current increase. Oh, where's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it says 12,000 was traded in that last candle. 18,000 in the previous one. That is insane. Yeah, we're already at 316,000 volume for the day. You usually don't even have that much volume by 11 o'clock. That is literally insane. Yeah, today is going to be a very fun journaling day. Specifically for my miss/didn't take category. It's going to be pretty full. What's that? Oh, the easiest trade ever. Like the absolute easiest ever. That's annoying. I mean, that's like open and shut. But one of the reasons why I don't only take just like, you know, traditional pullbacks is because when the market's not super trendy like today, you don't really get those setups that much, because a lot of times by the time it pulls back, it doesn't do a small pullback like this. It'll pull all the way back to my middle or major half trend. And if the pullback sets up properly, I can take it. A lot of times it doesn't. Or what you have is you'll pull back too far on the pullback. It'll invalidate the trade. Then we make a lower high, and then next thing you know, we're having some kind of divergence in the same direction of the trend. So that's why I had to add other setups, because it's literally impossible to only trade the pullbacks. They don't, unless you have a day like today, it's just not happening. It's just not. All right, we got natural gas coming up in 15 minutes. Good morning, Janelle. How are you? Currently red 340 and counting, trading platinum, fake out, breakout. Still holding. Good morning, Lowland. How are you this morning? My mic is going in and out. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me see if it helps if I turn the music off. Push down further than I want it. Still pushing. It's like every move just slams. Yeah, I'm not a fan at the moment. I mean, I should be, but just to me, the higher the volatility right now, knowing that like everything's not exactly what I want it to be, it means more opportunity for losses. So I don't want to make mistakes. So let's see if we can get, if things slow down just a little bit, which would be very helpful at the moment. I think I actually might get rid of that trade, that setup. We'll see. I don't know. I could also only take it at, that's a possibility. All right. Yeah, I just gotta work these last little kinks out. Sounds fine to you? Okay. Yeah, it might have been YouTube then. Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is like, on these divergence moves, if I want to keep these, which I think I do as long as it hits the zone and doesn't shortchange it. And then also when those same moves happen, but they stop at my half trend, my major half trend, trying to figure out if I want to keep those as well. I like the regular divergence at that half trend, you know, the lower low to lower high to lower low. But I don't know if I like these types of divergence that stop there. So yeah, based on, I've seen it set up a few times today. Based on those, I'll kind of like try to make a decision. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. These are these that happen, these particular divergences when they happen above the level or below it if we're in an uptrend, those are so easy. So easy. I don't even think I've ever lost on it. Knock on wood. But yeah, I don't think I've ever lost on it. Like that one didn't set up. It was very easy to see it wasn't setting up. And that's the other thing. I kind of want to stick to. I want to stick to the setups that are very simple, easy to remember, and happen quite often, more often than not. If I can just condense everything to that, I think I'll be good. Um, One of the things that I did yesterday when I was kind of like reorganizing all the trades and so that I could figure out if I'm missing any rules and stuff like that. One of the things that I did was kind of like write out from an order flow perspective, like, all right, when the volume patterns look like this is what it means. So like in a downtrend, if the volume pattern looks like something, you know, hey, it's showing that the buyers are starting to take control of the trend. So I kind of like was writing it out like that, and writing things out that way kind of helped to put things into perspective to see like, all right, is this something that I really, is this the way that I want to trade it kind of thing. Um like what makes the most sense from an order flow perspective based on what the market looks like at that time. And that's probably going to help me to kind of condense things to kind of how I want it to be. But I looked at that stuff for a very long time yesterday, so I just, yeah, 23. Two. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sit out. It's still just moving a little too fast for my liking. But this was a setup right there for sure. The counter trend divergence I've almost got completely together, but there's like two variables that I'm kind of thinking about after going back through the data a little bit this morning. So we'll see. Short with micros, this shit is dead. Shit, you might as well be. It doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon at all. Said this shit is dead. Oh, that's an old level. All right. Yeah, the bleed is crazy. Here's what the 5-minute chart looks like. I mean, amazing price action, I'm not gonna lie. It just so happens to be at a time where I'm just when I'm not ready for it. All right, I'm not clear to take sales like pullbacks again until we break down here. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's the break. And some of these moves have been so actually all of them have, to where like I can't even, normally if the bar closes and I'm like, oh, I could have gotten into that, I could just go ahead and put my order in, baby. How? How am I supposed to do that? It's been doing a little much. Just a tad, just a tad. But then also days like today are very irritating because when I go and I journal all the setups that, not just the ones that like work for my specific rule set now, but like if there's anything that I was questioning and it's like, okay, well, that did set up this particular way, let's go ahead and write that one down. That can kind of skew the results for the setup, right? Because yeah, it worked out today. I've been questioning it, but would it work out in a traditional, like with traditional volatility? Probably not. So that's something else that I have to like really pay attention to today. All right. Natural gas is coming. Well, I've already been sitting out for the last hour, but we're gonna sit out again. So yeah, not fucking video. This type of volume is what those big traders love. Yeah, but people like me who just trying to scalp a little bit, we don't need all that. Big boys shorter, and they got people that got in yesterday for earnings, panic selling out. Yeah. Said he would fund some of us people that were complaining about props, but he like, you gotta trade live. You still trust that dude? Like, how much are you talking about funding me? Well, like, what kind of numbers we talking about here? That's all I'm saying. How much you giving me? How much? How much? Like, even during low impact news, just look at how the market's just. I almost rather just not do anything till tomorrow. I'm actually hoping that, like, now that it's after 9:30, we could slow down just a tad, but I mean, based on the way these swings are still painting, I just don't see it happening. I do want to get in at least one trade, though. But like I said, I kind of like redefine stuff. The counter trend trades, I probably can get in with no problem. But I had to redefine them just a little bit, so I can't really remember exactly what I'm looking for. And that's the real problem there. Let me see. All right, I'm clear again. It would make sense if. All right. Just thinking out loud. Like for these divergences, what seems like works the best is when it's a trap. So in this instance, the buyers will be in control of the entry bar and then you trap them to go back down for the sale. I think that's going to be the only way that I actually can trade it. But I'm not all the way completely sure yet. There's other ways that I can trade it, but I think that I like that one best. I think that one has the highest win rate. And basically, if it doesn't set up that way, we just don't take it. I think that's going to be the way, honestly. Probably the same thing when it happens like this. Same divergence pattern for the drop. Make it a trap. Yeah, traps only. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that today because and that'll be all right. Let's just keep it at traps and leave it at that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way to. Because the other thing that I'm thinking is, right, you guys know, like whenever I'm taking these divergence trades, well, this one's not counter trend, but either way, you know, the zigzag is telling me the buyers are in control. Obviously, there's way more volume in this swing than this last swing up, which also lets you know the buyers are in control. So the best way to trade it is to trap them. So if the sellers are still in control in the entry bar, I don't really think I like those. I don't like when that's the case. I don't think. Good news is you're not long. Okay, but I would meet his requirements. I take too many trades. He wants people who like swing trade basically, which considering the way that he taught people with scalping, it's weird that he would think that people take too many trades. That's what he taught when I was in his course, scalping. All right, the market does seem like it's slowing down a little bit. So my comfortability levels are increasing. So let's see what happens. Didn't push far enough. All right, that rejected too hard off of the support level right there. I wanted us to close using the support level as support and push up. I thought we were gonna reject at one of these two outside bars, but we did not. We did not. All right, let's try again for the pullback. Maybe that could be considered level that's attached. All right, 68. I mean, every reversal, man. $67.50. This market is on crack. Now you can call it NASCrack. Before, not so much. But now, yes. You can. This is literally insane. $29. Well, it would have been a break even anyway. That would have been 2 break evens in a row right there. It's snowing. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Where's my phone? Shit. On my lap. Snow. Well, you know what, trenches? Make sure y'all don't send that shit to Missouri. You just made me go look at our 10-day forecast. Make sure with no snow in there. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. Hell no. 14, 14. That was almost a setup. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. I don't know anymore. Bro, just slow down and oh yeah, well, I was gonna say I was gonna stop at 10 o'clock, but I actually don't think that I am. Yeah, I don't think I am. Never mind. Okay, it's burning up. It's snowing in Indiana too. King Carl NQ short all day. Oh, absolutely. I mean, my counter trend divergence plays, I haven't seen it lose yet today. I just didn't take any, but yeah. Once I get comfortable with the way I've kind of adjusted my rules, then other days that happen like this, I can just quickly snap myself in and out of the trades, but right now I'm not there. I also probably today, after I'm done journaling, I'm gonna go and use like PowerPoint or something to kind of write out what I was telling y'all I was doing yesterday. Like, all right, we're in a downtrend. If this volume pattern happens, the buyers are starting to take over the trend. But that last swing before my entry bar will let me know if the buyers continue to hack the trend, take over the trend, or if the sellers kind of took back over kind of thing. So I want to kind of write that out because I feel like if I write it out, it's going to help me to kind of finalize the rules for most of the setups. I feel like the regular pullbacks, they are what they are. The divergence in the same direction of the trend is what it is. Yeah. So I just need to look at those few things. 42. I think that's really it. See, like that trade I wanted to take, I wouldn't have gotten filled. I could see the way it slammed down. Yeah. Literally no entry at all. But that's the divergence in the same direction of the trend right here. That's so easy to remember. All I'm basically looking for is the delta of this bar to be less than the delta of that one. That just lets me know that, yeah, the buyers are kind of in control, but it's all good. We can take it. And it doesn't matter who's in control in the entry bar. As long as the delta's less than, it works out. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. 427. This counter trend move worked too. Like I said, the counter trends are the easiest. Would I've gotten filled? Possibility. I would have had to gotten filled on this bar, which there was 74 volume in that bar, so there's a possibility, but it literally hit my entry was here, so it hit the entry to the tick and then dropped. Which, let me see if I draw. Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure that it happened before the break-even level, which it did, so. D1. That sale was almost what I was looking for, but not quite. It still worked out, but low volatility days, that would not work out. You gotta start talking about trenches. Screw you. Bro, why are y'all so funny? Y'all crack me up every day. I do have to start, but golly, I mean, look at how the market is just moving. This is insane. I am weak. You are correct. I do have to start. Oh my goodness. A mess. A hot mess. A hot, hot mess. Why can't I 51.27? Ah, no. Oh my gosh, it should not be this funny. 431, 5. I'm gonna get my life together. Trust me, okay? Trust me. Yeah, all right. When I tell you all the counter trend moves are working, I mean all of them. Trenches, tell the market to slow down so I can start. How about that? How about that? All right. If you go long for any reason, this is scalp only. Well, I only scalp anyway. Just wait and sell at the double top below bear bar. First of all, Amelia and Janelle, y'all don't feed into him. But yeah, Carl, I only scalp, so it doesn't matter what the overall market is doing. I could buy or sell, it doesn't matter. Right? Oh no, that's wrong. You see what I mean? Completely wrong trade. I forgot I just changed the rules to that. But it still works out because there's so much freaking volatility here. 32. Whatever. Happy trenches. I started. I started, my good sir. 49. All right. Another counter trend move that worked. I was too caught up on me getting in the wrong trade. I did set the break even though, it just took off. But yeah, there's the counter trend move. Now I wouldn't have gotten filled. See? Skip straight through. There's a trap too. Thank you. wrong trade, but whatever. Let's see, that could be considered a double top, but I can't really tell. Zigzag screwed up on it. $265. I also think the counter trend moves where the zigzag's already the correct color, I don't think I'm gonna trade those at all. I'll let you guys know, but I'm pretty sure I don't really like it. I mean, it worked out that time probably just because it's a double top, but I don't really think I like that trade anymore, which I never really did. It always had its own special rules, and if it can't follow the traditional rules of the divergence, I just rather not remember extra stuff. Nasshole is crazy. NQ about to rally up. Let's see what happens. What is the Good morning, Applejacks. Can't really say for sure unless we break the last high. I mean, this is probably the best market structure I've seen on a 5-minute chart in months. I mean, literally 2-bar pullback, drop, 2-bar pullback, drop. Man. Good morning, Miss Lady. 47, 20 trap. Okay, it did work out. I don't really know if I like how it rotated there, but whatever. Where have you been, Applejacks? I've been fighting for my life with trenches, okay? My whole life. Very interesting. I just knew we were going to go back into a buy. I was going to enter too. Thought we were going to use that buy rotation level as a level of support to push, but the market had other plans. Other plans. I would have been, first of all, trenches, don't tell on me. Come on now. Taking L's today. Oh no. Are you trading more than platinum? Are the other Janelle, are the other markets that you trade, are they more volatile today than normal? Kind of like how Nasdaq is at 400,000 volume right now, and that's not normal. Is it the increase in volume that's throwing everything off for you? I'm at Trenches over there telling on me like, what the fuck is that? 35, 2. Okay, that's literally, those numbers are impossible. Unless we get up there, which we didn't. We front ran it by 1 tick. Was literally looking at this trade, but we front ran the middle pivot level by 1 tick, and I needed it to hit that level. 44. Not quite. So, okay, one of the things, remember I was just telling you guys how today I'm gonna like write stuff out so I can like visualize everything and see exactly how I want the rules to be. So I'll give you guys a good example. So like the let me go and where's the text box? All right. All right, good example here. There's 1400 volume in this swing up, right? But then there's 977 in this swing up. So from a volume and price action market structure standpoint, that means that the sellers are attempting to take over the trend, right? Why? Because there's less volume in the push up than the previous push up. So sellers are starting to take over. Well, then this is literally what I do. I compare these two swings and then I compare this swing because I'm looking for the buy for the pullback. So then comparing this swing to this one, there's like 540 in this one, but there's like 100 and something in this one. So you would think, oh, there's more bars in this swing down in this one. So you would think there's more volume. No. So what this tells me is the sellers attempted to take over the trend and it confirmed that they took over because this pullback was way more volume than this one, like more than double. So then I don't enter the buy. And you could see that we didn't push up very much. And actually the zigzag changed immediately to a sell. Then it kind of went back to a buy, but you could see that the trade didn't work out. So what I need to do later today is to go through and write those particular scenarios out for all of my trades or all of my setups, because doing that kind of helps me to that's going to help me to kind of finalize my rules essentially. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Another counter trim. I really don't want to take any more trades. I ain't gonna lie to you. We took the one. I think we're done. But this counter trend move worked as well. So everything I'm doing is kind of like, I wouldn't say volume divergence. Volume divergence is more what I'm doing on the counter trend moves. But yeah, I'm basically just I'm incorporating volume with price action. Price action is the market structure I'm looking at. I'm looking at the volume of the swings. I don't really care what the volume is in the bars of the swings. That does not matter. So the volume of the swings tells me who's in control. And then the delta confirms, the order flow confirms that, hey, it's safe to get in based on who's in control of the trend. Basically. But yeah, I just need to finish writing everything out I started, but then I stopped. See, laptop is officially dead. Spilled a whole cup of coffee on it. Oh no. Do you one thing you can do, since you won't be able to turn it on anymore, Make sure you immediately take out your hard drive to make sure, you know, the liquid didn't get too far into your motherboard. And if it didn't, you can get a hard drive reader. I feel like I have one, but I don't think I have it in here because I had a laptop that it was super old and it died on me. So I had to get one of those. You literally just put the hard drive in there and then you could pull whatever data off that you need to pull off. About to break out. Buy one micro, get long. Major trend reversal on EQ. Just went against my rules. Didn't wait for. I got you, Janelle. Down 465. She don't trade micros and don't. If I scalp micros for 18 ticks at a time, sue me now. Cause no. No, 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 no. 25. Okay, wait. I actually might take a. Do I chance it? Oh, well, that's not setting up right. So not yet. That didn't set up how I wanted it to. This one was a little iffy. Only because that was like, usually I like to take one pullback at each half trend. This one kind of was the second one because we kind of got stopped by this buy rotation level, pulled back and rotated over it a second time. The second rotation off of it actually was a valid setup, but I don't know. I just kind of questioned just because that was the second pullback at that level. So it was a little, and but it set up quite perfectly though. It's quite perfectly. One measly little. Okay, wait, trenches. Trenches. First of all, let's back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Okay. After a day like yesterday, okay, yesterday actually, I'm gonna look in my journal right now. I'm pretty sure yesterday was the most negative that I have been since I started trading this way. I'm gonna look. So yes, and after I legit, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Look, I was literally going through categorizing things. I was analyzing, categorizing, rewriting from. I probably stopped journaling like around 12 o'clock. I think I ate, and then I was looking at that stuff till like 11, switching up my cheat sheet. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I mean, 11 p.m. So obviously, when I get on the markets today, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I felt pretty good, but then when I saw how the market was moving, I said, oh, baby, she don't want to trade that. I didn't want to trade it. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm pretty sure yesterday was the worst day. Most of my days were break evens. That's the one I blew purposely for the reset. I think the biggest losing day that I had up until yesterday was $134. And that was only on one account because the other account was positive. So yeah, when $134 is your highest losing day, and then you have a $400 losing day, I mean, can you really blame me? You can't. You can't, right? You can't blame me for that. That was just that was a bit much. It was a bit much for my psyche. But at least I took the one trade. Not the blah blah blah. You are micro bull channel on NQ. Oh baby, I'm done trading. I'm not gonna lie to you. Take out the hard drive, pull data off with threw that piece of shit on the floor. Janelle, you don't got nothing on there you need to pull off? Not you pissed yourself off with the coffee. That laptop ain't do nothing to you. Oh, gracious. Let me show y'all the accounts because I promise I'm not trading anymore. I'm about to start journaling because journaling is going to take forever this morning because there were so many setups. So I'm going to start journaling. I also need to go through, I'm not going to do my playbooks on Trezell. I have to redo them because now the way I'm trading is completely different than when I was trading just volume alone. So I need to redo that, but I kind of didn't want to do it until I was for sure, like, all right, this is kind of how I want the setups to be. So anyway, all right, we have 2,000 drawdown left in the Apex account. I'm back in the green overall on the account. And then the two top step accounts with my one measly trade. Oh shoot, I didn't even finish writing that stuff out. All right, so it looks like the second account that's listed, the first top step account, that one I now have about almost 1,800 drawdown left in it. And then the other one has about 1,200 to 1,300 drawdown left in it. So that's kind of where we're at there. I'm over it. Me too. Love your persistence. See you tomorrow. NQ is long now. Bye for any reason. Thank you, Carl. See you tomorrow. Yeah, listen, if I had never been successful trading, I would have gave up figuring out this strategy probably 11 months ago. About a week in, I would have been done. But you know, when you have a goal and you set out to reach that particular goal, that's what you want to do. I literally yesterday showed my best friend all of my journals that I've had over the last like 11 months. And he's like, I know when you study. He was like, but oh my gosh. I said, yeah, exactly. And he's like, now I see why at different times you're like, man, I'm just gonna go get my journal from 2 years ago and go trade the way I was trading before. I said, exactly. But I don't want to do that. Your overage now. I feel you. I feel you. Well, spend today setting up your new laptop and keep your coffee away from it. Get you a waterproof cover for your keyboard. That's what you should do. But yeah, you guys, I'm out of here. Time to go journal. I'll let y'all know tomorrow what everything's looking like and if I had to make any adjustments. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry I didn't take more trades. Blame it on the market, okay? But thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.